This screencast will help you learn how to correctly fill out a debate ballot for policy debate. What we're looking at here is a PDF version of the ballot that you will have, and the top part needs to be filled out ahead of time, the very top part: date, round, AF school, and neg school. One important detail here is that where it says AF school and neg school, please do not fill in a school name such as Frankenmuth or Grand Blanc. We've given each team an anonymous number, so please either ask the students for their team number or look on the schematic and see the team numbers. So up here where it says AF school and neg school, we should see something like 8 and 12. AF school 8 versus neg school 12. But of course the number, whatever number is on the schematic, is what you should fill in here. Next line could be filled out by the students, so you could hand it to the students and ask them to print their name legibly in each of these spots. It would be important to print it legibly so that the tabulators can assign the correct score to the correct person. We could take the first initial last name. That would be fine if they can't fit their whole name in the spot. Please ask them to at least include their last name though, not just their first name. The rank and total spots will be filled out by you, the judge, after the debate. Your ranks will be numbered from 1 to 4. So you'll give the first place speaker, the person you thought did the best job, a 1. Let's say it's this person. You'll give the second person a 2, third person a 3, and fourth person a 4. Your students may not tie in ranks. You have to give somebody a 1, somebody a 2, somebody a 3, somebody a 4. Notice though that the partners don't have to have consecutive ranks. So I gave this person a 1 because I thought they were the best speaker, but I gave an opponent the 2. That's okay, that can happen. The next spot you'll fill out after the debate round is the total blank. Total stands for the speaker points, the total speaker points that you are giving that person. You can give somebody a 1 all the way up to a 30, 30 being the best. But conventionally, we stay in the 20 to 30 range as long as the student did everything appropriately. A score of less than 20 really tells the coach and the student that something terrible happened in the round. Maybe the student had a complete breakdown and could not finish the speech, or the student did something inappropriate such as swearing at the judge or swearing at a team member. So for the most part, we would expect to see your total scores to be in the 20 to 30 range. The top speaker does not have to receive a perfect score, but if you believe that that person was a very, very good speaker, nearly or completely perfect, give that person a 30. I would expect to see the first rank in the high 20s and then go down from there. Your students may tie in total points. So if I give the first person a 30, the second person maybe a 28, but I thought the second and third person, they were almost the same, I could give that person a 28 as well. But then I'd have to give the fourth person a 28 or lower. So I might give this person a 25. So when you turn your ballot in to be checked, the ballot checkers will check first that you have a unique rank for each person, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they will be checking to make sure that the total points go down according to your ranks, either tying the person above them or receiving lower points than the person above them. So this ballot would be filled out correctly: a 30, a 28, a 28, then a 25. The next line will be a box that you will only use quite infrequently. This would be a box that would only be checked if the winning team received lower total points combined than the losing team. And we checked that box in that case just to show that we did not make a math error, that the judge didn't just make a mistake and give the wrong person the win, but you are consciously making that decision. So it's fine to do that, but make sure you check that box. In this case, I would have to be choosing the affirmative team to win, or else I would have to choose that box because 28 plus 28 is more than 30 plus 25. Okay, so how do you select your winner? Well, at the very bottom of your debate ballot, you'll see, in my opinion, the better debating was done by the, and here you will either fill in affirmative or negative, depending on which team you thought should win the debate. So in this section, I would write affirmative, let's just say, and you can abbreviate, that would be fine. And I do not need to check this box. If I were to write negative here, then I would check that box saying that yes, I know that they received less points. In this big open spot in the middle, notice it says basis of decision. Here, as a coach and as a student, I would expect to see a complete explanation of why you've chosen the affirmative team to win and why you've assigned these ranks. Now, you don't need to specifically say, I took a point off for this, or I took 2 points off for this. We don't need to get that specific, but what I like to do is give each person a little section. So if our first affirmative's name is Susie, then down here I'd either write 1A to designate that that's the first affirmative, or write Susie. Then I would write a dash and give Susie a little critique. Maybe comment on things like her speaking style. Did she speak too fast? Was she not sounding very confident? You could also give good comments, such as, I really like the way that you presented this argument. So I would give each of the 4 students that debated a little section, a couple of sentences, more if I felt like I needed it. And then personally what I do is I'll draw a line underneath that, and then I'll write about the decision about who won. So up here, individual comments for each student. Down here, a comment about why I thought the affirmative team or the negative team won or lost the debate. Usually I like to keep my comments in this section too related to their plan. Did I think it was a good idea, or was it proven to be a good idea? And then I may also comment on the stock issues such as harm, inherency, solvency, maybe topicality, disadvantage. And any of these that were brought up in the debate, I might just give a little summary of who I thought won that topic or who I thought did the better job. All in all, what you're shooting for in this ballot is first to make it clear why you chose the winner, whatever basis of decision you used, and also make it clear how the student could improve if there are improvements to be made, so that it's a helpful critique, not just one that says good job or bad job, but is more specific. I will tell you that there's nothing worse for a student the next day than to get a ballot back that says good job, but they lost the debate, received 4th speaker, and very terrible speaker points. If you really think they did a good job, please feel free to write that. But if there is a lot of room for improvement, please give them some suggestions, or at least explain why you chose what you chose. If at all possible, please try to fill this ballot out as you are watching the speakers so that you can move along in a timely fashion to your next round. We do tabulate the ballots as we go, so the quicker that you can get this back to the tabulation room, the faster we can compute the scores. I don't want you to rush through it, but try to get in the habit of doing it in a timely fashion. This is the only thing that you will turn in to us. You don't need to turn in any notes that you take. However, we do suggest that you do take notes during the debate round so that when you're going back and filling this out, it's not a complete reliance on your memory. Also, as you're using a debate ballot, realize that it's a triplicate carbonless copy, and so as you're pressing on the white sheet, it should be transferring to the pink and the yellow sheet. We don't have a lot of problem with that, but if you could just check as you're writing that it's transferring through, we would really appreciate that. And if it's not transferring, just try to press a little bit harder. That's about all I can think of for helping you with your debate ballot. Sign the bottom with your name where it says judge, and the school that you're affiliated with, whichever school hired you or whichever school asked you to come, and turn it into the tabulation table as soon as you are done with it. Thank you very much, and we appreciate you judging for the Lower Thumb Debate League.